Namo Sakyamuni Buddha. Venerable Sangha, ladies and gentlemen, we're all preparing to welcome the New Year of the Rat 2020 in the next week, and today PSO TV channel continue broadcasting the Buddhist activities to our dear audiences in this very last week of the Year of the Pig 2019. Now let's start with the headlines of 7 major Buddhist news of the week. Hải Phòng. The second conference of Central Committee of Vietnam Fatherland Front Session 9. Ho Chi Minh City, opening the course Professional Training on Buddhist Program Hosting and Colloquium Speech Delivery as an Art in Buddhism. Hanoi, Seminar on Buddhist Men's and Non-Service Term Rotation, Situation and Solutions. Hanoi, the 60th anniversary of Indian President's offer President Ho Chi Minh a Buddha tree, 1959-2019. Hanoi, Requiem for Vietnamese and international martyrs and victims in the B-52 bombing massacre. Kiên Giang, Patriotic Riot Solidarity Association of Kiên Giang Province organized the 7th Congress 2019-2024. Huế, blessed equanimity in the winter asceticism, warmness and quietness in the country at the Lâm Pagoda. And hereafter are the news in details. On the morning of December the 25th, 2019, at the City Convention Center, the Central Committee of Vietnam Fatherland Front held the second conference, Session 9.
Representatives of the Central Committee were Ms. Nguyễn Thị Kim Ngân, member of the Politburo, chairwoman of the National Assembly of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, Ms. Trương Thị Mai, member of the Politburo, secretary of the Central Party Committee, head of the Central Committee for Mass Mobilization. Mr. Trần Thanh Mẫn, Secretary of the Central Party Committee, Chairman of the Vietnam Fatherland Front Central Committee, and representatives of the central ministries and departments among the attendants. The representatives of Vietnam Buddhist Center was Venerable Thích Thiện Nhân, Chairman of Buddhist Center, Venerable Thích Thanh Nhiễu, Venerable Thích Thiện Pháp, Standing Vice Chairman of Vietnam Buddhist Center, Venerable Thích Bảo Nghiêm, Venerable Thạch Sọng San, and other dignitaries. Mr. Lê Văn Thành, member of Central Communist Party, secretary of Hải Phòng City Party Committee, informed the delegates about some outstanding achievements in the local social economy. Her Excellency Nguyễn Thị Kim Ngân stated the overall achievements of the country, and this is the second year for the country to achieve and excel on 12 socio-economic targets set forward by the resolution of the National Assembly. In particular, this is an important contribution of the Vietnam Fatherland Front and its subsidiary organizations. She warmly congratulated, acknowledged, and praised the achievements that Vietnam Fatherland Front has achieved in the past year. At the same time, it is suggested that the front of all levels should work out measures to overcome the shortcomings and limitations pointed out at the conference to have an effective solution for successfully fulfilling the task in 2020. On the occasions of the New Year of 2020 and the celebration of the traditional National Lunar New Year, she would like to wish the elders and the delegates healthy, happy, successful to welcome a warm new spring with more happiness and joy. Earlier, on the morning of December 25, 2019, the first Presidium Conference of Central Committee of Vietnam Fatherland Front had opened and been successfully conducted.
On the morning of December the 24th, 2019, the course professional training on Buddhist program hosting, and colloquium speech delivery as an art in Buddhism was organized by the Central Committee for Culture in coordination with Ho Chi Minh City Department of Buddhist Culture at THÁNG Monastery, Ho Chi Minh City.
In witness, it was honored to have Venerable THÁNG Nhân, Chairman of Buddhist Sangha, Venerable Thích Như Tín, members of Council of Patrons, Buddhist Administration Board in Ho Chi Minh City, Thera Thích Thọ Lạc, members of the Council Secretariat, heads of the Central Culture Committee, heads of the Organizing Committee, Thera Thích Trí Dân, Deputy Head of the Central Culture Department, heads of Ho Chi Minh City Buddhist Culture Committee, together with religious committee members and dignitaries from provincial committees of cultures of other provinces in the countries. Attending the meeting were representatives of departments of domestic security, ministries of public security, boards of people mobilization committee, Fatherland Front Committee, Ho Chi Minh City Religious Committee, with administrative department of the city and district 12. Thera Thích Thọ Lạc emphasized the proposal on unifying the Buddhist language and hosting the event of Buddhism as one of the important plans. This is a practical program for monks, nuns, and Buddhists to exchange and practice necessary skills such as standing on the stage, public oratory skill, lecturing, preaching, facilitating, handling of circumstances, delivering the event message through language, expression to make the didactic orations of Dharma propagation more effective and qualified. Venerable Thích Nhân delivered a laudatory discourse on the merits of the Central Departments of Culture of Ho Chi Minh City for organizing the first prestigious course on Buddhist program, hosting with the large scales in high quality. This is a very important schedule to complete the overall project initiative by the Central Committee of Cultures and is concerned by the Central Committees of the Buddhist Sangha, with a unified four-step proposal on dress, ritual, language, and conversation of cultures. On this occasion, the Buddhist dignitaries of the Administration Board cut the ribbon to open the exhibitions on religious costume and uniform designed and tailored by Buddhist clothing establishment displayed at THÁNG Monastery.
On the morning of December the 24th, 2019, at the Central Front Committee, the Vietnam Fatherland Front Central Committee, the Government Committee for Religious Affairs, the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, held a seminar on the Buddhist men's and non-service term rotation, the current situation and solutions.
The chairman of the conference is Mr. Ngô Sách Thực, vice chairman of the Vietnam Fatherland Front Committee. Among the attendants, there were also representatives of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, dignitaries of the Administration Council, the Provincial Buddhist Sangha, and Mr. Nguyễn Văn Thành, head of the Committee for Religious Affairs, the Vietnam Fatherland Front Central Committee, the authorities and researchers. Mr. Ngô Sách Thực briefly introduced the history of Buddhism from the early BC years to the time of Emperor Đinh Hoàng, the first emperor of Đại Cổ Việt, who invited Zen master Ngô Trần Lưu to be an advisor in national governments of that dynasty. The conference received 25 written presentations and 14 speeches. The conference listened to comments from the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, Government Committee for Religious Affairs. The seminar was very enthusiastic, frank, attaching to the topic, the content, and the purpose of the conference. The purpose of this conference is to strengthen Buddhist solidarity among regions, for relevant rotation of monks and nuns in their service, strengthen the supervision of activities of state agency at all levels in the implementation of the provisions of relevant laws. The conference attendants agreed on ideas, and it was completed in a very high spirit of agreement from the delegates.
On the morning of December the 22nd, 2019, in collaboration with the Indian Embassy, Vietnam Buddhist Sangha held the 60th anniversary of Indian President Rajendra Prasad of first President Ho Chi Minh a Buddha tree, and it was planted at Trân Quốc Pagoda, 1959-2019.
In witness,
there were participation of Most Venerable Thích Thanh Nhieu, Standing Vice Chairman of the Executive Council, Deputy Chief of the Standing Committee of the Central Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, Most Venerable Thích Gia Quang, Vice Chairman of the Executive Council, Head of the Communication Committee of the Central Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, Most Venerable Thích Bảo Nghiêm, Vice Chairman of the Executive Council, Head of the Department of Propaganda, Central Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, Head of the Department of Executive, the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha of Hanoi City, together with Buddhist followers. There was also the attendance of Mr. Pranay Verma, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of India to Vietnam, and delegation and representatives of leaders from central and local levels. The friendship between Vietnam and India is very long time and deep, not only originated from cultural crossing, similarity in plenty of aspects, but also from the solidarity in the struggle against colonialism for the independence of each country, and especially the dear friendship between the leaders of the two peoples, Ho Chi Minh, Gandhi, Nehru. Ambassador Pranay Verma also affirmed that the Bodhi tree was extracted from the enlightened tree, where Sakyamuni Buddha meditated to attain ultimate enlightenment by the President of India. Rajendra Prasad himself handed to President Ho Chi Minh, planted at Trấn Quốc Pagoda, one of the pagodas which has old and sacred history in Vietnam. This showed the sacred affection between the two peoples constantly growing through the time. At the end of the ceremony, venerables and ambassador, representatives from authorities, Buddhist followers, conducted incense recitation, chanting after turning the wheel of Dharma Chakra, working around the Bodhi tree, which is full of sacred meaning.
On the afternoon of December the 20th, 2019, Vietnam Peace Committee, in coordination with Hanoi City Peace Committee and Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, organized the Requiem to prayer for Vietnamese and international heritage martyrs who sacrificed to protect the homeland, and also for innocent victims killed in B-52 massacre in Hanoi.
Among the attendants, there were Venerable Thích Bảo Nghiêm, Vice Chairman of the Administration Council, cum Head of the Council of Dharma Enactment Propagation of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, Head of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha in Hanoi, Vice Chairman of the Vietnam Peace Committee, Venerable Thích Thanh Chính, Standing Member of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, Standing Deputy Chairman of Hanoi City Buddhist Sangha, Venerable Thích Thanh Hưng, Member of Buddhist Council of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, Deputy Head of Buddhist Guide of Hanoi Buddhist Sangha, and the Standing Religious Monks of Hanoi Buddhist Sangha, and the Reverend monks and nuns as arbors of pagodas in the area. Attending the meeting, there were leaders of departments at central and local levels. Ms. Nguyễn Thị Ngọc Thanh affirmed that Hanoians would never forget the indomitable Hanoi children who have fallen down, dedicated their youth, blood, and life for the independence, freedom of the country, and unification of the fatherland. This is an occasion to remember the people of the capital who died in the war, especially in the 1972 during the B-52 bombing massacre in Hanoi. Venerable Thích Bảo Nghiêm commemorated the Vietnamese and international heroic martyrs who heroically sacrificed and innocent victims died in the massacre. The requiem is deeply spiritual and a noble gesture of the Vietnamese people in the principle of drinking water to remember the souls, and at the same time showing heartfelt memory of the martyrs and the victims, so that they could be in repose, reborn in the good and safe realms. It was later known that at the military company 915 volunteers Youth Memorial Monument area, Thái Nguyên province, the people also held a requiem ceremony commemorating 60 young volunteers of 915 company and the martyrs who died on the night of 24 of December 1972 for the cause of national liberation.
On the morning of December the 20th, 2019, the 7th Official Congress of Patriotic Riot Solidarity Association of Kiên Giang Province, tenure of 2019-2024, took place at the Provincial Party Committee Hall.
In the attendance, there were dignitaries, namely Venerable That Sok Sen, Vice Chairman of the Administration Council, Head of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha in TUад Province; Venerable Đào Như, Vice Chairman of Administration Council, Head of Buddhist Administration Board of Cần Thơ City; Venerable Danh Dong, Standing Member of the Provincial Administration Council, Head of the Provincial Administration Board, Vice Chairman of the Provincial Patriotic Priest Solidarity Association; Thera Thích Minh Nhẫn, Member of the Administration Council, Standing Deputy Chairman of Administration Board, Head of the Monks Affairs Committee of Provincial Buddhist Sangha. In the attendance, there were also leaders from local and central agencies and departments. There were numerous Buddhists from 76 Khmer Buddhist Theravada temples in the province. Venerable Danh Dong welcomed the delegates to the meeting and reviewed the activities of the association in the last tenure. He outlined the direction in the new tenure 2019-2024. Thera Thích Minh Nhẫn gave the speech to congratulate the Congress and report the achievements during the past tenure of Theravada Buddhism. The association also actively participates in strengthening the local governing units, the Father Front and unions. The association demonstrates the roles and responsibilities of being a member of the Provincial Fatherland Front. In order to preserve and promote the national traditional identity, the association members mobilized resources for building and rehabilitating the local pagodas, organized cultural activities during festive days, provided training and fund sponsors to restore the pentatonic orchestra, collect and preserve the artifacts. In general, the pagodas and Buddhists have a more stable economic life. Social charity in the last tenure reaches more than 42 billion Vietnam dong, an increase of nearly 18 billion dong in comparison with what achieved in the previous tenure.
On December the 22nd, 2019, monks and nuns from Tu Lâm Pagoda, Thừa Thiên Huế Province, organized an asceticism, namely warmness and quietness in the country for students and young people from urban districts in the province.
In witness, it was honored to have Abbot Venerable Thích Huệ Phước, members of the Administration Council, deputies of the Dharma Enactment Section, Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, Deputy Chairman cum Chief Secretaries of the Provincial Buddhist Sangha, Bhadenta Thích Thiện Hạnh, deputies of the Superintendent Boards of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha in Thừa Thiên Huế Province, heads of the organizing committee for the asceticism practice course, Bhadenta Thích Thiện Trí, heads of the Buddhist Sangha of Thừa Thiên Huế Province, the Buddhist dignitary in the Provincial Buddhist Sangha, and the supporting inputs of Buddhist lay people. The asceticism practitioner listened to the Master Psychologist Nguyễn Phước Cát Tường, lecturers of Huế University of Pedagogy, who shared the topic about survival skill in the topic nonviolent communication. This is an extremely practical and valuable topic in today's life. Dr. Bhadenta Thích Thiện Hạnh, lecturers of Vietnam Buddhism Academy in Huế, guides students to practice meditation in mindfulness. The asceticism practitioners were also guided by the master to perform the rituals of over the mealtime worshipping, using the extremely peaceful and voluntary meal with the master and their fellows. Bhadenta Thích Thiện then summarized the asceticism, and over the past 3 years, Tu Lâm Pagoda outside 11 asceticism courses. Though asceticism courses provide the most basic and practical method for young people to have their luggage prepared for life, on the other hand, the asceticism course create favorite conditions for young people to be close to the three jewels blessed field in order to cultivate themselves good deeds to become useful citizens for the societies. Abbot Venerable had good word for blessing to the asceticism practitioner. He hoped that the asceticism course would be more and more crowded with pupils and jurists students so that everyone could improve their virtue and knowledge.
Venerable Sangha, ladies and gentlemen, the last news has signed up this quickly newsreel. Thank you for your attention and following. Wishing you all a very happy and prosperous new year. Goodbye and see you in the next program on PSO TV channel in the first week of the new year 2020. Nam Mô Sakyamuni Buddha.